Dum dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum. It's here, guys. It's here. We're gonna open it. Let's go. Yay.
Yeah, tell me what I want and what I really want. So tell me what you want and what you really want. I wanna.
Welcome back. OuterOrange here, and we have this to open, as you guys saw in my little mini intro. So we're gonna open it. It is huge. I'm so excited to open it. Yes, I know my hair is pink. I just do crazy stuff sometimes, guys. It's okay. This is just how I live. But anyway, we're gonna open this. We're gonna switch our angle up in here. Welcome everybody. Let's get to it. All right, guys. So as you can see, we're back in our waifu corner, and we got our box. We're gonna go ahead and open our box. Actually, somebody bought this for me. It was super nice of them to do that for me. I really appreciate it, because you know, these things are actually kind of pricey, but it's very well worth the price. If you're someone who is just starting out, oh my goodness. Let me open this first and I'll be right back. Then I'll start talking. As I was saying, if you are someone who is new to Vanguard, this is one of the best ways to get started. Not gonna lie, this is the Card 5 Vanguard Special Series 04 special deck set for Majesty Lord Blaster. I've watched some people already open this, and pretty much it's got everything you need to start out Vanguard, and it's just a really great box. And I'm definitely gonna be upgrading whatever's in here into the best version that I believe to be for Majesty Lord Blaster, or whatever is most comfortable for me. But as you guys can see here, there's some writing here about some sleeves, the cards, because it's a pre-constructed deck, the front and the back. Tells you exactly what the cards that are in here and all that fun stuff. Really, really excited to open this. Let's go ahead and open it. I've been waiting for this since the announcement that was coming to English, and oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, this looks really awesome. Holy crap. Wow. So this feels really nice. You know, like when they say on videos how nice this feels, like this is so smooth. This is so smooth. I'm trying to think of like analogy of like something as smooth as this, but I can't think of anything except for like really soft baby skin. Like this is so soft. You ever touch like a baby's skin when they're a baby? Like this is how this feels. Wow, this is amazing. I like that it's like in Japanese too, like in there and everything. This just looks really cool. Hopefully you guys can see this, but it looks really cool. Let's open it up. Wow, that's like not a bad magnet. I'm sorry, this isn't like a review or anything. I just want to open it, but like, jeez, like, you see my deck boxes, and then there's this one. It's so different from what I'm used to. Anyway, let's actually open this. This is so cool. So we have our deck holder. I guess it's just to hold these so they don't go weird. Wow, I'm so excited. Wow, even on the inside it looks so cool. Like this feels really nice. Like this is really, really good. Like just the deck box alone. I'm gonna put it up here just so it doesn't go too far. So here we have the actual cards, and here we have the sleeves, the MOB sleeves that go with the cards pretty much. I'm gonna put these up here. We're gonna go ahead and open up the actual cards though and see what we have in here, and I'll do a brief explanation of what these cards do and what they are meant for the deck. As you guys may or may not know, Majesty Lord Blaster's focus is Blaster Blade and Blaster Dark. So the big thing is having Blaster Blade and Blaster Dark. There are other components too that make the deck work pretty well. Gotta take this off. So I'm gonna pick up these first, the force markers that they gave us, and then we'll flip and look at this in a second. So pretty much here we have our force markers. I kind of funny that they gave us force 2. Force 2 is not as great on this than like Force 1 is, but you know, you never know. You never know your situation. Anyway, so here we have, we'll start with the first actual best part of the deck, I guess, is Majesty Lord Blaster himself, and his skill is if Blaster Blade and Blaster Dark are in your soul, this unit gets 1 critical, and if this unit is on Vanguard, it gets 5k and a drive. So one thing that's really cool about this, well, the first skill is that Vanguard Rearguard is continuous. So it's an 18k as long as you have Blaster Blade and Blaster Dark in your soul. And if it's Vanguard, oh, it gets the critical. I'm sorry, it gets the critical if Blaster Blade and Blaster Dark are in your soul, which is a very interesting way to if you ever want to put this on rear guard, you know. But anyway, its other skill is when it attacks, put 2 rear guards into your soul and get 2 imaginary gift force, which is a great way to stack force markers, which is what I was saying, like force 2 isn't as relevant because you can only really use this attack once, and then that's it. And then after that, you won't be able to do force 2 anymore, whereas force 1 will just keep stacking. But anyway, let's talk about the art real quick and just how pretty. Let me find the camera again. Camera, there you are. So the art and everything about this card looks really amazing. It's got the SVR type of border around, which if you guys are familiar with SVRs, they're not really a thing anymore, but that's kind of what the style of this art is, on top of like the triple R foil with like the VRs that they have going on. Very pretty card. There's actually texture on the actual blaster blade himself. Blaster blade, Lord Blaster. There's texture on him, which is really cool. But anyway, so you do get 4 copies of this, and all of them are foiled, which is really awesome. You don't see trial decks be foiled like this very often, along with like an SVR too. That's really sick. But anyway, so yeah, this is like your main boss card. We're gonna put our boss. Whoopsie. We're gonna put our boss man right over here. Boss man. But yeah, he's the main card. Very, very good card too. Definitely does a lot for the clan. Next is Blaster Blade, as mentioned in the actual set. Mentioned in the card itself, you need a Blaster Blade and a Blaster Dark and Soul. So here's Blaster Blade and Blaster Dark. Wow. Oh, these are like all the foils, and I guess the non-foils be coming. We'll see. I'm sure I think there's 4 copies of each. Then we have Star Call Trumpeter, which is when placed, Counterblast, Soul Blast, return a card with Blaster in its card name, and a when Light and Darkness intersects, each from your drop zone to your hand. This is, oh, it also continues. If you have a Vanguard with Blaster in its card name, this unit gets boost. Just she can boost from the back row, and then also she returns your ways to get Blaster Blades and Blaster Darks. I'm sorry, it's specifically Blaster, so it's any Blaster. And when the Light and Darkness intersects, which is a card that gets you Blaster Blades and Blaster Darks, pretty much. So this just pretty much gets you that, and then if she's in the back row, she becomes a 10k boost. So that's our Star Call Trumpeter. Try to move these up so you guys can actually see the shiny. There's a lot of shiny in here. We have Winkle Brave, which is when it attacks or the attack it boosted hits a Vanguard. Look at 7 cards on top of your deck, reveal up to 1 card with Blaster in its card name from among them, and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. So this card pretty much gets you searching for blasters, which is also really needed for the deck. There are other ways you can get to your blasters, like running grade 3 searchers. And my pink hair keeps like joining the video. Anyway, but pretty much the premises of this card is to search blasters. The only thing that probably kind of sucks about this card is that it has to hit Vanguard, whatever its attack or boosts. And my cat is attacking something. Stop. Meow to you too. Anyway, so but the only thing about it that's kind of iffy is the fact that it has to hit. So it'll be sometimes it's hard to get this to go off, because if you're letting your opponent choose for this to hit or not, they may just neglect that choice every single time, or retire this before you actually get to use its skill. So something to be wary of. There are grade 3 searchers that could replace this, but we also have When Light and Darkness Intersects, which goes with the Star Call Trumpeter, this card that we just talked about. This card searches this. This is an order card, and it is activated to find more of your Blaster Blades and Blaster Darks, and I think even Majesty Lord. Yeah, so this is kind of a long text, but here it is. Resolve one of the effects below and shuffle your deck. If Blaster Blade is on your Vanguard or Rearguard, search your deck for up to 1 Blaster Dark, reveal it and put to your hand. If Blaster Dark is on your Vanguard or Rearguard, search your deck for up to 1 Blaster Blade, reveal it and put it to your hand. If Blaster Blade and Blaster Dark are on your Vanguard Rearguard, search your deck for up to 1 Majesty Lord Blaster, reveal it and put it to your hand. So long story short, this card searches for the main 3 important units that make the deck work. And that's its entire focus, and usually you obviously want to run this to get those out as quickly as possible. Then we have a grade 2 vanilla. Pretty much this is just your vanilla card, just a 10k beat stick with a 10k shield. We have the rest of the Blaster Blades. And I don't know if I went over Blaster Blade skill, but pretty much if you have 4 more rear guards, it gets a critical on Vanguard. And when it's placed, Vanguard or rear guard, Counterblast, Soul Blast, retire one of your opponent's front row units. Very classic skill, been around since the very beginning of Standard, pretty much. And then Blaster Dark skill for this one in particular is a little different. When placed, Counterblast, your opponent chooses one of his or her rearguards and retires it. And then Vanguard, if your opponent has no rearguards, discard a card from your hand, and this unit gets a drive until the end of turn. This card is also a Royal Paladin's card. So keep in mind, this card is actually a Shadow Paladin card. being run in a Royal Paladin deck. That's the whole point of these two, to create Majesty Award Blaster. Normally you don't run these cards in this type of deck, but this card in particular does work for it. So that's our Blaster Darks. Then we have our Starcall Trumpeters, which will just go behind the Starcall Trumpeter right here. We have our Winkle Braves, the rest of them. We could put that here. This is a good card too. I actually run this card in my alt mile. Whoops, I just hit the camera. Oopsie. This is running our alt mile. I run this in alt mile. I don't know if anyone else does, but I have a alt mile Soul Saver deck that I run this in. Pretty much when placed, put up to 1 grade 2 from your drop zone to the top of your deck, and if you do, you get 10k, so he becomes an 18k hitter. And then this card, when placed, if your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, Counter Blaster should deck for up to 1 Blaster Blade, reveal it and put into your hand. So this is just another way to get Blaster Blade outs. This card is pretty interesting. This is a Countercharger card. More way to utilize your countercharge, your counter blasts as you use them. When your Blaster Blade is placed, you may soul charge, and if you soul charge and there are no face-up cards in your damage zone, you may countercharge. So pretty much if you're out of counter blasts, this gets you your counter blasts. And this is our starter for the clan, Barkle. Starter. And then we have our criticals, our other criticals, 4 and 4. We have our PGs, which is really nice that they gave 4 copies of these, because sometimes these are kind of hard to obtain. And yes, they're like super trial deckish, but it's better to have them than to not have them at all. And I come from the time when these used to be like 15 bucks, which was a hard life. Heal triggers, 4 of. And then 2 more of the when light and darkness intersects, and a quick shield at the end. So that's the entire box opening pretty much. Really awesome. This deck, with the way it already is, so it's exactly 50 cards. The way this deck already is, it's very playable. However, like if you want to make it played to its max potential, I do recommend upgrading it. But the good part about it is like this is like the best trial deck that's ever come out, but at least for standard. I don't know about previous generations of Vanguard, but for standard, this is definitely the best trial deck there is currently, because it does so much for the cost, and you get like everything else that comes with it too. But replacing your grade 1s is like your main thing that you want to do. Replacing your vanilla will probably be like the next step if you want to build this out. But honestly, like the fact that they even gave you PGs is like a super big plus, because these cards were super hard to find. They're a little bit easier to find now, especially the Royal Paladin ones, but they used to be really hard. And my cat keeps attacking stuff. But they used to be really hard to find, and now they're super easy to find. So this deck's actually a lot easier to build out now. Now that you have your perfect guards, you have your main grade 3, yeah, you have your Blaster Blades, Blaster Darks. You have a lot of stuff to make the deck work currently, and then just more stuff will be, you can add on to it as you go. And to be honest, adding on to it is actually not, oh my goodness, my cat. Honestly, adding on to it is not that bad. Like you can change out some stuff and it won't cost you like a fortune to do it. If you want to go competitive, I definitely recommend this being one of the decks to go competitive with. But anyway, guys, so that's pretty much the end of my little unboxing. I know I've done like unboxings after unboxings, but it's just October 2nd was a really big day for the global community, the English community. A lot of stuff came out for us that we've been missing out on for the last couple months now. Especially this has been out for a while in Japan, and we finally got it over here in America. So very awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing. If you guys are also building out your Majesty Award blasters, please feel free to talk to me. I will be making a separate video of my personal version of Majesty Award blaster. I'm going to be playtesting a lot. There's so many things that I want to do with the deck. There's so many things that it has potential for. Like I'm thinking about finishers, all the fun stuff. But other than that, guys, thank you for watching. There's my eyeball. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I will see you guys in a future video. Please leave your likes, comments, shares, questions, concerns, issues. I don't know. Whatever it is you guys are going through, feel free to talk to me in the comments below. So I'll see you guys there. And catch you guys in the next video. And peace out. And das vidanya. Peace. Low-key, did not even notice that one side has Blaster Blade and the other side has Blaster Dark. Damn, guys. Blaster Dark. That's so cool. Such a cool deck box. Whew.